All right, and we should be back to live now. Hopefully, my Discord being up here is not going to be a problem for my poor old computer. I have a friend here on the stream with me that's going to be able to talk and say things. Hopefully, so there you go. You might want to introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Joseph. I play FHM 7 too. I'm honored to be here with ARG. So hopefully we can make this a little bit better with the both of us, and we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, glad to have you aboard. So, your knowledge has been very helpful into building this Quebec Nordiques team here. So, just to recap here, this is the second part of my historical challenge using the Quebec Nordiques. I had to stop the first stream because my voice was about to completely exit my body forever or something along those lines. So if you've watched this on YouTube, this is part 2. Hopefully we can beat the challenge. Of course, if you're watching live, we are resuming what we started last week, and there will be more streams for this game planned in the future, so stay tuned. Alright, so we are going to resume. The first thing I want to do is go and check our stats a little bit. We have Michel Goulet and Peter Stachny that both really heated up here in the last month, in January, and I kind of want to see where we're standing, mostly for other players as well. We went and got Borje Salming, but I think he's having a little bit of a disappointing season, or... I mean, I don't know how much I'm expecting from him at 33, but, you know... Alright, so Stachny definitely having a really good season, 77 points in 51 games, Goudet 67 in 51, that's pretty good. Now keep in mind this is the 80s, so a lot of players hit 100 points in there. Real Cloutier that we went and got 46 points, so from there it really goes down. So we really have Stachny and Goulet driving the offense, and you know, everybody else, I mean, it's not terrible or anything like that, far from that, but... there's definitely a few players that are not gathering that many points. So Salming has 28 points in 35 games, so that's not that bad, but it looks like he's being scratched. Not playing every game, but he's almost a point per game as a D-man, so that's definitely something that's pretty good there. Alright, so something else you want to add that you're seeing here?
Well, I just think we're a bit short on goal scoring up front beyond Goulet, and that's a bit concerning. But I think by the same token, I think that we have a lot of balanced scoring, even if it is a bit on the low side for our forwards. It is balanced. We have a lot of guys who can score goals, but we don't have many goal scorers. It might be a concern.
Yeah, that's true, but that comes to something that I've... Hey, FJ, you're here as well. So glad to see you back. So I have Joseph on the stream as well. We did a test and I could hear him, so hopefully you can hear him as well. So
yeah, hello there, FJ. Just let us know if there are any audio problems.
Yeah, so that goes back to what I was saying in the first stream, is that we didn't get a lot of 80s, 10-2 scores or anything like that. We had a few where we scored like 8 or 7, so I think it's kind of reflected here. But our offense is quite balanced, so we have many guys, just like FJ pointed out here, that are that are on pace to score 20 or more, so that's also pretty good. Reminds me a lot of my current exposed season in out of the park baseball. I have a bunch of guys that are at 17, 18, 19 home runs like by the end of September, so it's like, who else can make it to 20? I have Ivan Calderon that has 21, and then I have a bunch of guys with like 18. But anyway, alright, so maybe check in the West. Yeah, the Oilers are still top dog there. All right, thanks for confirming. We did run a test and I could hear him just fine, but sometimes it's nice to hear it from somebody else as well. So, good. All right, we have figured out technology. We might be old, but we can read. All right, so... All right, so we're the second best team in the league. Of course, the Oilers are, top dog, so... we're about to face the Red Wings, and the Wings are not very good this season, as they were. Those are like the pre-Yzerman years. So
the Dead Things era.
Yeah. So Marcelo Bu is satisfied.
I don't know if about Crucial Niski.
I can
let me
check.
see. I'll look him up. I can look him up.
Alright, sounds good. Trade deadline is on March 12th, so if we want to make a trade to maybe acquire maybe Krushelinski or maybe a tad more goal scoring or something like that, we definitely can look, and we can definitely also look here and see at who is scoring goals in the league.
Well, Krushelinski... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, Krushelinski was playing indeed for the Oilers, but he scored 43 in real life in this season, and I don't know if they'll part with him.
Well, we can check and see how he's doing in here.
He had his best season. 43 goals, 88 points, plus 60.
Oh, God, no. Not in my sim here.
Oh, is he bad?
4 goals, 21 assists.
Well, so much for that.
Yeah. I wonder if we could get him. Who could we part with? Maybe some Ds. Look, they have some injuries on Ds, but we're not all that great on D either.
I don't know. I don't know if we even need a left winger.
Wasn't left wing our...
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong team.
Yeah.
It wasn't left wing our bit of our, no.
Well, the one big disappointment on left wing is Tony McKegney. He's only had 5 goals this season, but he hasn't played much, so it's hard to get a read on him.
That's right.
I think they've had him on the 4th line most of the year.
Yes, they do. Michel Bergeron doesn't like him all that much, the Tiger.
Nope.
All right, let's see what happens. We're going to start simming a few games and everything, and there might be an injury or something that we need to take care of. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. We could try it. I mean...
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
I'm up for it, too. I don't mind Krushelinski. Might add a little bit more to the team.
It's a good player. Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and... oh, my God.
I mean, the worst they can do is say no, so,
Yeah, of course that happens is that we cannot make it work. We can try. Alright.
See if we can fleece Glenn Sather.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can give them Tony McKegney. Oops, I passed him, didn't I? I sure did. See, he's playing so bad, I just... Oh, he thinks it's a well-balanced offer right off the bat, so we might be able to, add a pick or something.
Yeah. Maybe... Do we have anybody we have the rights to? Or we could use a draft pick, sure.
We don't have a lot of rights left. Looks like we used everything we had there. I was looking at the wrong draft picks.
Maybe try Yarvi, and then let's see if the Oilers have anybody on the block, and then we can maybe add somebody from them.
Ooh, they don't.
Oh, no. Nobody, huh? Well,
no.
You could look at their minor league system, see if you could add some minor leaguers to the deal from their end. But... It might not be doable. We'll see.
That Esotikanen bum.
Esotikanen. Oh my goodness.
I don't know, maybe this guy, Wheeldon, maybe.
You know what? I would be willing to bet if you took maybe Daryl Ray, put him on there, or Zanier, put him on there, and we threw in, I don't know, one of the guys we have the rights for, or a draft pick, pretty reasonable one, maybe third or fourth round, we might be able to do it.
Okay, all right. Let's.
I think I'm a little behind your stream, a little bit, few seconds, I think.
Okay.
So, forgive me if I kind of pipe in late on stuff.
That's fine. Okay, orders, and we want this. All right, let's try. For Tony McKigney, and then look at our rights. ERV, maybe?
Yeah.
And then maybe a pick.
Yep. Maybe a third or fourth, but, you know.
Yeah, there you go. We're
all right, and then add maybe Daryl Ray from the Oilers, or one of their other goalies that it's kind of a half star.
Well, we don't have to. I guess we can, but...
Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, like you said, it looks like you're a couple seconds behind on the...
Wow, how about that? Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, wait. Let's see. I don't even have to put the rights to Yarvi. They're still going to take it.
Wow, they value that pick quite a bit.
Yep, there you go. All right, so it looks like we're getting Krushelnyski, Bukeboom. I don't know.
Don't know how the coach is going to play him.
I don't know that I would want Bukeboom. We have a couple defensive defensemen already, so I think we're good for that.
I just worry that the Tiger is going to play Krushelnyski on the fourth line.
Probably.
Because he's got Alain Cote on the third line. So,
all right, Bukeboom. Is he there? Oh, he's not even there yet. Or was he not? Oh wait, was Bukeboom playing for the Rangers in that year?
I think he's with the Oilers. Let me see.
Yeah, FJ just confirmed.
He wasn't in the NHL, but he was in the Oilers system in '85.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's an alpha star, and yeah, I'm not gonna go ahead and trade for Bukeboom.
Yeah, he's not scouted. He's on the E level, so we don't really know.
Don't know how, but he's pretty young, so that might not be too far-fetched to think that he's only an alpha star right now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start simming, and then Krushelnyski's gonna come and join us here. So Tony McKigney playing his last game here as a Quebec Nordiques. Oh no, we have 2 games in 2 nights, so maybe not. Alright, playing the Wings, they're not very good, so hopefully we can beat them. So we have our good old Reggie Lemelin in net for us. And then Corrado Micallef in net for the Red Wings.
Reggie has full hotness, so...
Oh, and we won that 5-2 here. Alright, nice win here at the Joe. Alright, oh yeah, 41-20 the shots, look at that. We had complete control of that game. Goudet, a goal and 2 assists. Anton Stachny, 2 assists. And Smith, 2 assists as well. Dale Hunter scored his first. And, of course, he was hurt for a long time.
Yep.
Alright. Sounds good. And now we're going back home to play against the Minnesota North Stars. Is the trade going to come true before that? No. Alright, so Babich is back from suspension. I forget sometimes, when I started to watch hockey, Dave Babich was close to the end of his career. I forget that he was a pretty good defenseman when he was younger sometimes.
Yeah. He was a high draft pick by Winnipeg.
Yep. But I've always known him as, at the tail end of his career, he wasn't all that good anymore, and that's what I tend to remember the most because that's what I've seen.
Yep.
Yeah, FJ, the Buchanan probably wouldn't be doing that for us in this save here if he's just an alpha star. I agree. He had some pretty good seasons in real life, although he was mostly a defensive defenseman. But I don't think it would be smart to try to get him in this particular challenge right now.
It's just a 1-year deal. It's just not enough time to develop.
Exactly. All right, let's play against Minnesota. They're playing for 500. We have not played Minnesota this season. So as you know, I usually like to go and take a look at the teams when that happens. So Don Beaupré, Gilles Meloche, they are pretty much rated the same here. Daniel Giles Artsberg, Craig Artsberg, who coached the Sens very briefly. Brent Ashton, Dirk Graham, McCarty Payne, Keith Acton, Neil Broughton when he was at the height of his career.
Yep.
Brian Bellows, 20 years old, Brian Bellows. They have, and of course they made that trade to get Mark Napier. Oh no, it was in the other one that we scratched, I think.
Yeah. Broughton's a fine player at this stage of his career. Very fine. Yeah. And I think they have Mike Medano on the way, so they're a good young team.
Yeah, Neil Broughton can cause some problems, I agree. Pretty talented player. So is a 20-year-old Brian Bellows. Pretty good as well. Keith Acton wasn't a bad player back in the day either. So
Dirk Graham, really gritty. They're a good team.
Yeah, they do have a good team, but they're sending Gilles Meloche in net here, so he's not doing all that great. We might have a shot, although we're playing Richard Sévigny.
All right, Battle of the backups.
Oh, we won 7-6 in overtime. All right. And we continue winning. Right, for 41-38, the shots for us, so that's good. Goudet, 3 assists.
Shootout. Yeah. Yeah.
Maxwell, 4 assists for Minnesota, and Louis Slegger, 2 assists for us. It's pretty good. Oh, look at Tony McKegney scoring probably his last goal for the Nordiques here before shipping to... Huh?
He got a couple goals.
Oh, yeah, he did. Another one there.
Yep.
Nice. All right, so...
Looks like we had a pretty good lead, and we squandered it, but fortunately we were able to win in overtime.
Yeah, it wasn't Reggie in net. So Brad Maxwell, good game. Yeah. We just saw that. Gretzky, 14 games with a point. And then complete the trade for Mike Krushelinski. There you go.
Maybe we can ask the Oilers for 99 next.
Yeah.
Pick them up.
And Paul Coffey, maybe. And throw in Glenn Anderson for the right wing.
Paul Coffey was my first hockey idol. I love that guy.
I did like Paul Coffey as well. Oh, yeah, you're not taking Peter Stastny's number. Your 24 is plenty good for you. There you go.
You traded him for Luc Robitaille. Everybody trades Luc Robitaille.
I know. What is it with that?
I don't get it. Poor Luc.
Pat Flatley suspended with the Islanders. He's going to be out for 4 games. Suspension for person. Over.
I have a request for you. The next historical challenge, can we turn off suspensions? I mean, they're just so often.
I know.
Constant.
I don't know if I can in a challenge, though. There's a lot of options that we don't have access to.
I think so. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, well. If you can't, you can't. Oh, it's Montreal.
I know.
Oh, boy.
Greg Turion hurt with the Leafs. Ron Francis has a streak of 8. And Wayne Gretzky extends his point streak to 15 games with only a goal. Wayne is slacking.
I wonder how many points he has thus far.
Robitaille? Or Gretzky?
Wayne. Yeah,
Okay.
Wayne.
Yeah,
He's
FJ said something about Luc Robitaille in his thing, so I thought maybe you were answering to that. We can check. I mean, he's probably in the leaders. Oh yeah, 101 points, 11 more than the second place Gilbert Perrault.
Wow. He may not get 200, but he'll be up there.
Yeah, and we're not making fun of you trading Luc Robitaille per se. Prior to shooting doing the stream, we were talking about how every single time that I start a game in the 90s, Luc Robitaille gets always traded. Always. Alright, so Montreal, we are 2-2-2 against them this season, so we definitely need to win this game. So how are we doing here? 74 points. We're still only 5 points on the ahead of Buffalo, but we do have a game on hand right now, so let's go ahead and see where... Yeah, Krushelinski's playing on the fourth line, as we kind of guessed would happen here. Alright, so Doug Soutard in net for...
He's on the second line.
Yeah, I know. Reggie Lemelin in net for us. We have 5 fires.
Yep.
And we won again, 5-4. Great start to the month here. We're doing great. 36-26 the shots for us. That's pretty good. Bell was the first star, a goal and 2 assists. McPhee, second star with 3 assists. And Cote got a goal and an assist. So Bruce Bell from Stachny and Goulet. Cloutier from Goulet and Stachny. Cloutier again from Bruce Bell and Stachny. Dale Hunter from Alain Cote, and Alain Cote from Bruce Bell. So no point for Krushelinski here in his first game with the Nords. Oh boy, look at all those waivers here.
Just to address FJ talking in the chat, yeah, Wayne is a bit off the pace. He scored about 208 points in this season in real life, and he's at 101 after about 50-some games.
Yeah.
So he's quite a bit under that pace at this point.
Yeah, almost. I can agree with that. Lemelin's been great for us. He started a little slow, but he's really picked up here in the last month plus. Alright, so what about that guy? Should I maybe try to get Colin Patterson for free? In case of injuries, that might be... I'm claiming him. There you go.
Okay.
Just in case we have injuries or something, we have somebody that can play. Ron Francis extends his assist streak to 9 games. That's good for him. Memorable night for Doug. Wickenheiser. Oh boy, don't tell that to the Montreal Canadiens. Alright. Or at least their fans. Yeah, he looked like that, so that's why I decided to pick him. I mean, if I have injuries, he can get in. Wayne Gretzky extends his point streak to 16 games. Again, just a goal. Ooh. Bill Laforge, the coach for Vancouver, might lose his job. And we did grab Colin Patterson. Now I need to give him a number.
Yep, it's open.
You can have that. Alright, so do we want to keep him up, or do we want...
Well, yeah, take a look at the roster, I think...
let's see here what he has. So yeah, the good defensive forward.
Great back checker, 15.
Yeah, actually, I think I might want to keep him on the roster and maybe like
send Gillis down, maybe.
Maybe Pac-Man.
Don't send down Pac-Man. I mean, come on. I don't mind.
Yeah, I think Patterson's much better than Pac-Man.
He is.
So there you go. Nice little pickup here.
John Ross Roach.
Wow.
Season save percentage of 951 in the mid-20s. Wow.
That's pretty crazy. All right.
If he did that in real life, they would be calling the goalie trophy the Roach Award. Thankfully, they don't.
Billy Smith in net for the Devils, and we are sending Reggie in net here. Another win, 6-2. That's pretty good.
Wow.
44-19.
Only 19 shots. Yep. Yeah.
All right, so
dominating.
3 assists for Dale Hunter, Alain Côté, a goal and 2 assists, and Bruce Bell 2 goals.
Selming had a goal. Yep.
All right. Our new guys didn't really do anything offensively, but I forgot to check the lines before. I'll check it before Hartford.
FJ saying it's only the Devils. It was kind of jarring to see Billy Smith with the Devils.
I know, right? Look at that. Wayne only had a goal again in another game. He's I took Krushelinski away. He's lost. Alright, so Hartford, we are 3-1 against the Whalers. We're probably playing Sivigny in that one. That's 2 games in 2 nights. So Krushelinski. Alright, so Patterson's not playing that game. That's okay. I kind of got him more for a backup role anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, so Steve Weeks in net for the Whalers. We have Sivigny in net. He does have a couple fires there. Oh, we lost that game 3-2. I guess we're not going to win them all.
Yeah. Got a bit outplayed by Hartford.
Yeah, a little bit, it looks like, by the shots. Yeah, 39-31 they did. Sylvain Turgeon, we talked about, prior to the stream, we talked about how he was only a goal scorer. Well, here's 2 for him.
Yep.
Dale Hunter got an assist, Ray Ferraro an assist as well. Goudet Sauvé, and then Côté from Sauvé and Dale Hunter. So Dale Hunter has been playing alright since he came back from injury. Nothing too crazy, but he's been playing okay. So we have 3 days off here before we hit the road in Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Minnesota.
We're still holding at about 7 points ahead of the Canadiens at this point.
Oh, yeah, Montreal passed the Sabres. They did play 1 more game, though.
Yep. Yeah, they have. But they're equal with us in games played.
Yep.
So.
And 7 points. That's a decent lead, but to take a saying in baseball, when you're
not over till it's over.
When you're in baseball, it's when you're 8 games behind, it looks unsurmountable, and when you're 8 games, ahead, it looks like nothing.
Right.
So that's kind of the same thing here. 7 points is a decent lead, but if we were to need the 7 points, we'd be like, man, we might not make it, but 7 points ahead, and I'm like, yeah, they might catch up to us, maybe. All right, so the Flyers. All right, so Patterson's not playing again, and we have Reggie Lemelin back in net. Pelle Lindbergh, God bless his soul. Oh, we lost again. That I don't like. So we lost 5-3 here in Philadelphia. We were outshot a little bit, 32-27. Hackborn, 2 assists. Mario Marwa, an assist. And Eriksson, a goal and an assist.
Looks like the Nords took too many penalties. No, 31 minutes.
Yeah.
Penalty.
Oh, there's probably a 10 somewhere in there. Yeah, there it is. The captain took a misconduct there.
Yep.
And Dale Hunter got into a scrap with Rick Talkett. Yeah, it looks like we might be losing a few games there. I don't like it.
It's a tough loss, but Lemelin still is at full heat, so maybe we can turn it around.
Hopefully he can bounce back. Yep. All right, so Brian Bellows extends his points streak to 12 games, 2 assists. Neil Broughton, hat-trick. Cicerelli, 3 goals and an assist as well. Sylvain Turgeon.
Detroit 11-4.
Yeah. No stopping Stuart Gavin. Great night. 9-5. Yeah. Some true grit indeed. Nothing like a good old kneeing penalty.
The intent wasn't really to get Krushelnyski for grit, but he's showing it regardless.
Yeah, maybe he's adapting to his role. He's like, well, I'm playing on the fourth line. I'm going to play like a fourth liner.
Yep.
All right, so 3 assists for Gretzky in that one, doing better.
The grit divided by 60 is off the charts.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Gotta love analytics. I don't know if that's what he meant. I know on the Sense forums that I frequent, sometimes, I mean, I like analytics and everything, but I don't go completely overboard with them or anything like that. I know that sometimes when we kind of want to poke fun at people that only trust analytics or anything, we say things like intangibles per 60 or something like that.
Yeah, it's used as kind of a mocking kind of thing.
Yeah. So. But I don't mock analytics per se. I think that they can definitely be useful, but it's just like any other set of stats. You cannot just take one stat by itself and try to make a narrative for anything. You kind of have to look at everything, as a whole.
Totally agree. I mean, I believe in the advanced analytics, but one size does not fit all.
Exactly.
It's a case-by-case thing.
Exactly. All right, so Pittsburgh is 16-29-8, so they're not doing too good despite having a super young Mario Lemieux, Roberto Romano in net. He has a lot of fire going for him. We definitely could use a win here in Pittsburgh. Lemeline's back in net. We won 7-4, so maybe not his best game for Lemeline. He did get a fire back, but a W's a W. All right, so 43-35 the shots for us. Krushelnyski, look at that, 3 assists. So it's pretty good. Dale Hunter, a goal and an assist, and Paul Gillis had 2 assists. So it looks like our lower guys here carried some of the offense, which is good. You can't.
I'm curious about. Sorry about that. I'm curious about Krushelnyski and how much he played to get 3 assists.
I don't know. Valery Nikushkin isn't the best player in the league. His charts are as so much. Yeah. Oh man, don't get me started. I'm going to go a little bit off the game here and talk about a little slice of life. Krushelnyski played
8:34.
8:34. Wow. Got 3 assists. Pretty productive night there. Made his minutes count. Yep.
Yeah. Well done.
All right, so when analytics started to become like a pretty popular thing and not just a thing for cave-dwelling nerds or something like that, the writers at the Sense blog that I go to every day, they were really, really, really embracing analytics like too much. They were a little bit guilty of not always trying to look at things, the overall of things, and they were only looking, look at this guy Scorsese. Oh yeah, he's the second best defenseman on the team behind Carson. Well, that guy was Patrick Werkoch, and Patrick Werkoch was slow, not physical, wasn't playing all that well, but for some reason when he was on the ice we were getting more shots than the other team. So when we lost Patrick Werkoch, it was, oh my god, there was a lot of crying. I'm sure there were real tears there on the boards, and I'm like, seriously guys, Werkoch was not that great. He had like a 20-game span where he played really well. He really did. Like, it was at the end of a season. I don't remember which season. I'm pretty sure it was a season before the Hamburglar run. And like the last 20 games of that season prior to that, Patrick Werkoch played really well, and even I would agree with that. I was not a fan, but hey, he played really good. And then we let him go, and it was like, oh my god, he's gonna go and become a superstar somewhere else where a coach is going that's understand those things is going to turn. Yeah, he went to Colorado, he barely played. Then he went to Vancouver, he didn't even play for them, and now he plays like in Europe somewhere, I think in the KHL. And it was the same thing with Matt Pumple and Shane Prince. Oh my God, those guys have so good underlying numbers. And don't get me started with Eric Condra. Oh my God, the guy that looked like he had hands made out of granite. He couldn't shoot the puck, but hey, he has great underlying numbers. He's such a good player. I'm like, seriously, come on. Thankfully, they kind of have evolved their view now where, yes, we're looking at analytics, but that's not all we're looking at. And now I like the direction of that website a lot better. But for a while, it was ridiculous. Like every time we lost a guy that was over 50% in Corsi, it was like, oh my God, the Sens are going to regret this and everything. Well, guess what? We didn't. So.
Well, I think there's a small sample size kind of thing that people need to take into consideration. It's not just a half a season or even a full season. I mean, there has to be at least a couple, 2 or 3 seasons. I think you got to string together, and you have to sense a pattern somewhere. I mean, you can't just make a judgment after about 2 or 3 months of seeing a guy play. You don't know.
I can agree with that. I can also agree with what FJ's saying there about Patrick Warkach, 6'4", playing like he was 5'7". Yep, absolutely.
Some guys do that, yeah.
And some guys are, 5'10", and they play like they're 6'4". So.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about Darius Kasparaitis, and that's a good example.
Passes on point for Randy Boyd for assist, 10-4. Marcel Dion extends his point streak to 12 games with 2 goals. Charlie Simmer. Yep. Although they did lose, though. 8-5. Mike Bussey extends his goal streak to 6 games, 2 goals. Sylvain Turgeon point streak in 13. Oh, Mark Howe is hurt in Philly. 9 weeks. That sucks for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess maybe it was a dirty hit because Crossman was looked at for suspension, but he wasn't suspended. Gretzky 2 assists. All right. Brian Bellows got an assist, extended his streak. Aaron Broden had a good game, and Mark Curtin is out in Vancouver for 7 months. I would say see you next year, but
yes,
challenge ends after this one season.
Wait, how is with the Flyers though? So they just suspended Crossman, so they're both on the same team. I don't think Crossman hit him.
No, that what I mean is he probably did something dirty to avenge him. I guess I guess I should have finished my thought. My thought was complete in my head, just not in my mouth.
Yeah, he fought for his honor and got suspended.
So we're still, even though we lost 2 games recently, we're still 7 points ahead. So that's good. Montreal's been losing at the same pace. All right, so Minnesota's still playing for 500 there, and we did beat them in overtime 7-6 earlier. Krushansky. So Patterson's going to be playing that game here on the 4th line instead of Marian Stashny. So Marian Stashny's not playing this game. He was the least talented of the 3. So Sevigny is going to be in net. Meloche